I can't really complain about video games in 2016. I found a new obsession in Overwatch, I'm enjoying the new WoW expansion, I spent tons of time with The Division and Rainbow Six Siege and Black Desert Online, just to name a few. But if you know me at all, you know that I'm always looking forward to the next fun thing, the next experience for me to enjoy. And there's a few games coming up in the next few months that I'm really looking forward to. So here today I'll be counting down the top 5 upcoming games for the fall of 2016. Let's go ahead and get things started at number 5 with Dead Rising 4. Frank is back, baby, smashing, slicing, and dicing his way through the endless zombie horde. Being the 10th anniversary of the game, they've decided to return to their roots as Frank West finds himself once again trapped in a zombie-infested mall in Willamette. Like, how did this happen? How did you end up here again? It doesn't even matter. Game promises better, badder zombies with 3 distinct types: the Horde, the freshly infected, and the Evos, on top of the insanely demented bosses you expect. There are crazier weapon combos like fireworks crossbow, a flame-throwing Triceratops mask, and a military-grade exosuit that you can attach a Slurpee machine to, launching a blizzard of flavored ice. One of the big noteworthy changes is the removal of the timer in favor of a more open-world exploration experience. And we'll have to see how that plays out, given that the time-based arcadey feel of the first game was, for me, a big part of the draw. Dead Rising is a fascinating franchise. Although the games haven't been perfect, they've always delivered on some good old-fashioned zombie slang fun. Hopefully Dead Rising 4 continues that tradition. Next up at number 4 on our list is Titanfall II. The original Titanfall looked to provide a fresh take on the modern-day shooter, and in many ways it did. The gameplay was solid, movement felt great, and Titans were fun. Where it fell short in many people's eyes was the business model, with DLC that fractured a player base, and a lack of long-term progression to keep people around. Titanfall 2 hopes to address these issues. The multiplayer features 6 new Titans, new tech, and expanded pilot abilities, with brand new maps and twists on modes from the original game. They plan on having all of the map DLC available for free, which should address splitting the player base. On top of that, they're adding a single-player campaign where you play as a militia rifleman stranded behind enemy lines who must team up with a veteran Titan to fight against overwhelming odds. Now the big question remains: will people buy it, find it fun, and do they have progression hooks to keep them around? We'll find out. Moving on to number 3, it is Gears of War 4. The world is threatened once again by the locusts. Actually, wait, no, all the locusts are dead. Now the world is threatened by the Swarm. Totally different enemies. So what if they look eerily similar? You know what? It doesn't matter. It's Gears of War. As long as I can sit behind cover and blind fire shotgun someone to smithereens, I'll be happy. Gears 4 features 2-player co-op locally or online, Horde 3.0 letting you team up with 4 friends to fend off waves of ever-increasing difficult enemies, all while leveling up skills and deploying strategic fortifications, and a multiplayer running at 60 FPS on dedicated servers with a new ranking system. Sign me up. I spent countless nights back in college playing the original Gears with my friends, and if Gears 4 can capture any of that magic, I'll be happy. Coming in at number 2 is Battlefield 1. In a sea of first-person shooters, it can be hard to set yourself apart. Nowadays, it seems like every FPS is hurtling towards the future. Jetpacks, exosuits, lasers, mechs, space combat, and that's all well and good, but like any good thing, too much of it becomes bad. That's where Battlefield 1 comes in, heading in the opposite direction of future modern combat to its origins, World War I. Staying true to the weapons and vehicles used at the time, with maybe a little bit of an embellishment to keep things bombastic, Battlefield 1 offers combat at a slightly slower pace, with more rudimentary weapons and vehicles. No more ATVs, say hello to your horse. I'm sure in many ways it will feel like a reskinned version of older games, and as far as I can tell, there aren't many new features beyond dynamic weather and big behemoth things. But given that this skin is one that we haven't seen for a long time, I'm okay with it. And coming in at our number 1 spot, it is Dishonored 2. So the original Dishonored was the first stealth action game in a long time that for me felt really fun to play. And that's probably due to the sheer volume of things you can do and ways you can approach a situation. You can sneak around avoiding everyone, take people out from the shadows, or go in guns blazing, slicing, shooting, and hurling magic to dispatch your foes. The stealth mechanics felt fair, and even if you messed up, there was always an option to disengage. The world was colorful and interesting, and had a level of depth and verticality that made it fun to explore. If you couldn't already tell, I really liked Dishonored. The upcoming sequel expands upon the story of this world as we follow the tale of Corvo and Emily, each with a unique perspective and access to their own powers, gadgets, and weapons. Replayability is a shoo-in thanks to challenge modes, increasing the difficulty of your playthrough with parameters altering stealth, movement, and combat, all of this being brought to life in the new Void engine, promising visuals at a much higher fidelity. Unless they take some massive departure from the original, I don't see how Dishonored 2 couldn't be one of my favorite games of the year. And with that, my friends, we will wrap up this video taking a look at the top 5 upcoming games for fall 2016. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions below. Do you agree with my list? Do you have your own list? I'd love to know what you guys think. Hope you all have a fantastic afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.